Dum da dun da dun dun dun. Rolly flows.
Strange as it may sound, movie stars are human, relatively human after all. And it's hard living up to an image on a screen that is 40 or 50 feet tall. If the world were like the movies, we would never make mistakes. We'd correct our little blunders and select our better takes. And the person that we should be would be all the public sees. For if life should go off track, we could simply fade to black. If the world were like the movies, think if marriages were movies, how our lives would be improved, love preserved on film forever, all the battle scenes removed. We'd have only happy endings. We could edit as we please. Cut to smiling man and wife with a baby and a life. If the world were like the movies, and the child would have a father who was always there, playing games and flying homemade kites, cheering at her high school plays, tucking her to bed on stormy nights. Never absent, never cruel, not a drunk, not a fool, a father who would give his daughter blue lights, pink lights, just like the movies. If the world were like the movies, I'd know how to play the part. I'd be there when I was needed, and I'd never break her heart. She would never see me stumble, and I'd never let her down. I'd be sober, wise, and humble, the defender of the crown. Well, thank God she has my movies to see. She is better off with movies than me.
It's true, celebrities are human too, just like the rest of us. They're not robots, they're not gods that walk on air. They're all human, just like the rest of us. They bleed, they have needs, they have wants. Sometimes I feel that we as people tend to place them on higher pedestals, thinking that, oh, they're supposed to do what we want them to do. They're supposed to be a certain way. They're supposed to act a certain way. They're supposed to be the way they are in the movies. For example, let's take Tom Wilson. He played Biff in the movie Back to the Future. In the movie Back to the Future, Biff was a bully. So I think people tend to think that Tom Wilson, the actor who played Biff, is that same way in real life. But in reality, he's from what I hear, a really nice guy in real life. Just because an actor plays a certain type of character on screen in a few movies doesn't mean that that's how they are in real life, and it doesn't mean that that's the type of role that they're going to play. The only type of role that they're going to play the rest of their life. Celebrities, I'll tell you this, they do not want to, most of them anyway, they do not want to fit into one specific type of character. They want to be able to play many different types of characters. Let's take Elvis, for instance. There were many different types of roles he wanted to play. Let's take Johnny Depp, for example. There were many different roles that he likes to play too. But unfortunately, people have pegged them as playing specific kind of roles. Unfortunately, yeah, those are the roles that make them a lot more money than others, but we need to give them a chance to express themselves in other different types of roles, you know? They are human, they have wants, they have needs, and they want to be able to play different types of roles too. And unfortunately, both studios and us as a society alike have pegged them as only playing different types of roles. And I think that's really sad. You know, celebrities are human too. They deserve to have, they have needs, they have wants. They deserve to have their voices heard, to be able to be themselves, to be able to do what they want to do without having all of these limitations and without having us in their faces. You know, the media these days, they want to build people up and then crash them, you know, and then bring the anvil crashing down on their heads. The minute they do something that that society deems is not right, or if they want to stand up for their own beliefs, automatically they get beaten down. Now, I'm not saying if a celebrity does something bad, obviously they're going to suffer the consequences. But, you know what, say for example, if a celebrity comes out of the closet, let them. It shouldn't affect their status or it doesn't affect their ability in any way, you know, to do the job. Let them do their job. Let them do what they want to do. Let them be human and let them be themselves. And that's pretty much what I have to say about that. One last thing I want to talk about is perfection. No one is perfect. We all make our mistakes. The fact that people try to demand perfection 100% of the time is completely ridiculous. It's impossible. There is no such thing as perfection. You know? We're all only human. Feel free to comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say about this topic. My name is Rolly Randall, and I look forward to carrying on with my vlogs. Have a good day. Bye-bye.